I want to do an intro to my YouTube video, and I am looking at options. So if you can recommend anything. Somebody has mentioned Keynote today. I am on Macs. I would like to do like a little animated intro, just something a little short, simple, but quite nice. And I was also going to mention, actually, talking about digital stuff, has anyone tried, is it Vevo? Has anyone tried that yet? I'm hearing very mixed reviews about it. For me, in terms of social media, there's just so many different channels. It's so hard to keep up. I mean, it's hard to keep up with technology anyway. And when I did my graphic design degree, I did mainly the print side, and now you've got all the web design, you've got all the web programming, and I know that I'm behind, and I know that I've also mentioned in another video about digital opportunities and stuff. I know that I'm behind, and it's very hard to try and keep up on top of those skills. So trying to get on top of all the social media channels as well. I mean, which ones would you say were the best social media channels? Which ones do you tend to use more often? For me, obviously it's YouTube, because I get to, what's the word? I like filming, I like talking, I'm an extrovert person, I like the digital side, I like the editing side, the creative side. So there's a lot more scope for me on YouTube and interacting with other people than there is, say, on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Facebook is probably the second most commonly used social media platform for me. And I do like Pinterest. Being creative, being a visual person, I really do like Pinterest. And when that came out, I was quite addicted to that. But at the moment, I'm not really seeing anything else. Snapchat never really did it for me. And I mean, there's just so many. There's Vimeo. I did a couple of bits on Vimeo. I've uploaded a couple of videos to Facebook. And yeah, so just a general chat really about technology. Certainly won't be getting a new Mac, not at the prices they are. My Mac is actually, when I spoke to Apple a short while ago, they said, your iMac is vintage, and I'm thinking, is he talking about me or the computer? My iMac was bought 2011-12. So yeah, in their terms, yeah, it is quite old, but can I afford a new one? No. Does it do the job? Yes, it does. Before that, I actually had an eMac, which was an educational Mac, and it was a big, white, heavy, and I mean heavy. Forget the anvil and cartoons. Just drop an eMac on someone, because, not that I'm suggesting you do that, but that lasted me 10 years. It lasted me a long, long time. I don't have any issues. The only issues I had previously was when I think one bit of Apple software I was a bit disappointed with, or hardware should I say, and that was the early MacBooks in, say, 2006, 2007. Mine was expensive, it was rubbish on memory, it was so slow, and the case cracked, and it was just awful. That was the worst amount of money I've ever spent. That was just such a waste of money. I think out of all the technology that I've used, that was the biggest waste of money. Also, I like that Adobe are doing monthly subscriptions, because before you had to fork out a few hundred for the software, and I like that option now, that you can just do monthly payments. It makes life a hell of a lot easier. I think that's pretty much about it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on social media channels, what ones you use, etc. And I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.